Oh my God, we're live, Beth.
Hello.
Is it Tony? Is it Tony Sunday?
Almost. We're almost there.
We have an amazing, literally one of our favorite people in the theater world is here today for our special guest, right?
Yes.
Daphne Rubin-Vega.
Who's in Daphne's Dive, but doesn't play Daphne.
Right, so confusing. Anyway, so let's talk about the news. Well, the biggest news that we sort of announced is Broadway.com news. Mm-hmm. We have been producing a cool Tony special that is airing on CBS 2 in New York City, Saturday at 7, and then it's airing all over the country. So check our site, and hopefully it's airing in your city. It will end up online, so if not, you can watch it online as well.
Hosted by Imogen Lloyd-Webber.
Imogen Lloyd-Webber is the host, and there's a lot of really fun... you'll see.
To Daphne Rubin-Vega.
Daphne's coming in the room. We'll get to her. Sneak peek. Oh, that was her hand. That was a sneak peek. Daphne, you missed the part where we said you were one of our favorite people in the theater world.
Really? Well,
yes, but we'll get.
We're not lying.
You know what? Enough about you.
But enough about you. But we'll get back to that.
So so the Tony special. So check it out. I think anyone who is big fans of Broadway.com, you're going to recognize a lot of this stuff. It's a really cool sort of sneak peek at everything happening at the Tony Awards on Sunday. So anyway, that's the big news. What else? What else is happening, Beth?
Well, the front page announced the rest of their cast. Holland Taylor, Robert Morse.
I'm excited for Robert Morse.
Robert Morse.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's amazing.
I want to have him on Show People. I want to hang out with Robert Morse.
I'm sure he's watching.
Hey, Bobby.
Also, Katie Huffman is going into Sheer Madness, Tony winner.
Daphne Rubin-Vega is our best audience member ever for Live at 5. She's very excited by the news.
And I have a sneak peek for you. Katie Huffman also makes an appearance on Aaron Burr this year.
Oh,
this week.
This year.
This year.
Yeah, you know who else does? James Corden.
Correct.
And I saw James Corden today. I hung out with him. I went up to the Beacon and chatted with him. And he you know what? He's good with the hugs.
Oh, he's a good hugger.
He's a good hugger. Yeah, he gives me a big hug, and I felt all warm. And
you guys look separated at birth.
What happened?
You guys look like you were separated at birth.
Okay, it's funny you said that because I'm starting to think that I kind of look a little. He looks like I feel like James Corden might be my British.
You have the same
something.
color. Yeah.
And then he commented on my hair, and I commented on his fashion, and then we realized we were kind of wearing the same jacket. Exactly. We kind of dress the same.
I told you.
We kind of have the same body. Anyway, it is what it is. So yeah, James Corden, Tony host, and you know what? He's super nervous. I can say this honestly.
He said that on Leslie's vlog as well.
Yeah, he doesn't put on that whole like bravado, like I got it.
Like Hugh Jackman did. Hugh Jackman, he had that.
No, he's like I hope it works. But I will say, the last time I saw him was at the End of the Woods junket when the movie was coming out, and at that point he was about to start his talk show, and he said, "I'm doing this talk show. It's going to be a total disaster, and then I'm going to come back to Broadway." Well, that's not a disaster because
it's a good backup plan.
That Late Show is like totally taking off. There are even rumors that it might become the 11:30 show on CBS. That's a big rumor going around. I don't know. So anyway, yeah, James Corden is awesome. We love him, and I can't wait to see him at the Tonys.
And a Tony winner, a real theater person. I love
Totally.
that. I love that. Some more news. Turn Me Loose, which stars Joe Morton. You might know him from Scandal. I like to say it like that. He has extended in the show, and I got to talk to him yesterday.
When is that?
So nice.
It's coming up next week. That interview.
Next week.
On Monday, you guys can watch that interview. And there's like Broadway rumors about this show.
There are Broadway rumors. And he addresses those rumors to me.
And he plays Dick.
He plays Dick Gregory. Iconic comedian Dick Gregory.
Who kind of got really crazy political and
super activist Dick Gregory.
Yeah. So anyway, check that out.
Happened. The complete cast of Troilus and Cressida in Shakespeare in the Park was announced. Corey Stoll, Max Casella.
Is Corey Stoll going to be bald or hair? Oh, you like Max Casella?
I love Max Casella.
Daphne Rubin-Vega is a fan of a lot of.
I want Daphne just to become a co-host on this show.
Or at least
my community.
What else can I tell you? Linda Penelope Skinner.
What's Linda?
Linda.
Who's Linda?
We don't know. There's no cast or creative team yet, but that's going to MTC in February. Andrea Martin was on Show People.
Oh yeah, she was. Andrea Martin. Oh, we got an applause for that too. Andrea Martin on Show People.
Hilarious.
Lovely.
So sweet.
We love, and she said she has no chance of winning the Tony.
So she's
just gonna go have fun, and she's.
That's when you win when that happens.
You know, actually, she and James Corden said something really similar to me. They both talked about how they want to really like try to, and this is hard as a human being. I'm sure we all struggle with this. They really want to try to be in the moment that night and then just enjoy themselves and not get wrapped up in all the BS that like clutters our heads. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't
they
know how
both
to do
said
that
in different ways, but like. They want to just try to like, live in the moment.
Yeah.
Daphne's good at living in the moment. We're going to get to her.
I promise you, we're going to get there. Let's see what else. Liesl Tommy and Denai Guerrera the director and playwright of Eclipsed, both Tony nominated. We have a great feature on them with a gorgeous picture.
A Take Two feature, which we also did with Daphne Rubin-Vega recently, hanging out in a bar over at Rudy's. That was a
good
fun
one.
feature.
Alex Brightman.
Oh yeah, he got his caricature.
At Sardi's.
And I don't know, he might be the most excited person based on his social media stuff.
That guy knows how to live in the moment.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. Absolutely.
We should all be a little more like Bright Monster.
Yeah.
We have some exclusive photos of Rob McClure in Something Rotten.
I want to see that.
And we have some FAQs, some frequently asked questions about the Tony Awards.
Like
Casey,
what?
Like
when is
it?
Who's hosting?
How much does it weigh?
How much does it weigh?
And
These are
with
good
that,
questions.
I am going to
Okay.
leave and bring on Daphne
I'm going to bring
Rubin-Vega.
my favorite person in the world, Daphne Rubin-Vega.
How do I
Please
look?
come in. Hello, my dear.
Hi.
How are you? Can I have a kiss because
Wow.
I adore you?
I love
Look at you. Look how gorgeous you are.
You
Look
can
at
see
you
right through
pulling
my
it off
shirt.
like always. Oh my God. How are you?
I'm good.
This is your final weekend in Daphne's Dive,
yes,
right?
I have 5 shows.
How's it been? How's this show been?
I've had, I'm having a great time.
Yeah.
Show's great. I have a little tendinitis.
Oh no.
I have to complain because
So what are you in a lot of pain?
right now, no, actually.
We actually have a bar somewhere on the floor if that'll help you.
No,
But you
that's
have a show to
okay.
do later,
Those
don't
days
you?
are over.
Those
No,
days-
but I'm having a lot of fun on the show. We're all extremely talented, and it's a great story.
Well, whenever I hear that a cast got you, I'm always like, well, they're lucky.
Yeah.
They're lucky they got Daphne.
And it's called Daphne's Dive. I had a
Right.
friend that said,
Which is
well,
crazy.
That's one way to get an actor to do a show.
So when you heard about it, you must have been, well, that's funny. And then you said, do I play Daphne? And they said, no.
Exactly.
And then you said, oh, that's even more interesting.
Yeah.
You're really stretching. Look how versatile you are. You don't have to play Daphne. You can do anyone.
I'm
Who
above
are you
ground.
playing? Tell me about her.
I play Daphne's sister Ines.
Okay.
She is a social climber.
Fashionable.
And she's fashionable.
Yeah.
That's one thing that we try to have in common. Yeah, she's Daphne's sister, and they live in a community that they're trying to make the best of. And yeah.
What excites you? Like, what kind of roles excite you? You were in an amazing Empanada Loca. You were in a great solo show that I saw earlier this year. Blew me away. You know what I love?
I love that.
I've loved you since I first saw you in Rent, or Pajama Party. But what I love is when somebody who I already love can sort of take my breath away when I see them still. You know what I mean? And you are that lady, honey. I adore it. But so what do you look for? Like what kind of? I also loved you in that streetcar named Desire. Remember that? Which I feel like people should have loved a little bit more.
Yeah, you
I don't know.
make people love things.
You have such an interesting career. I feel like you're doing such cool work. So what excites you? And why did this one excite you?
Because I wanted to work with Tommy Kail and
hello.
Kiara. Yes.
Well, yeah. So there's a little Hamilton connection to this.
Yeah.
Because Kiara wrote In the Heights.
She wrote the book of In the
Yes,
Heights.
with Lynn.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she's just this amazing voice, and she's, we kind of we're sort of like the same, how do we say, racial recognition, you know what I mean? We're like sort of made up of the same Latin / citizen of the world element.
Right.
And I love her poetry, so I had an opportunity to work on it, and I took it. And it's also, I've never really played anyone like Ines before, so that was really a big one. Yeah, I'm just following Kiara around lately.
You just follow her around?
I follow her around.
Stalking her?
I try not to be a stalker, but I'm pretty much doing whatever she wants to do. I'm like, I'll be there.
Oh, wow. I like that.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys can have future collaborations.
We will.
Billy Murphy wants to know, how did you get involved with Rent? Well, this is ancient history, but you were in Rent.
I will.
You were Mimi.
Don't you know the purple beeper story?
What's
the purple
well,
beeper.
tell them. Maybe they don't know.
Once in the early 90s, I had a purple beeper, and it went off, and I said, oh my goodness, and I called my agent at the time, who said to audition for this rock opera that had a character named Mimi based on La Boheme, but instead of a seamstress, she was a seamstress with tubercular seamstress. She was a junkie with AIDS. So I said, yeah.
I'm in. And that was like reading. That was like reading point. You were doing like workshop. You did like workshop.
I did a couple of workshops.
Yeah, early on. Emily said, I saw you at BroadwayCon. You're genuinely the funniest person I know. That's very sweet. Christina Dwyer said, I met you.
Hi.
Luke Joling wants to know, how was that disaster? I love talking to you about Adam Pascal and to Adam Pascal about you.
I just saw him last week.
Oh, you just saw him. You did the disaster curtain call together, right?
Yes.
How was that? What'd you
That
guys
was
say?
fun.
Light my candle?
Of course.
Yes.
Yes.
The classic.
We did the Light My Candle. Actually, I saw him last week, and we did a show in Toms River.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was very unplugged, and I was playing a tambourine. I told Melissa before that because of my tendinitis that I keep complaining about, I was rattling the tambourine, and at one point I just said, I'm not playing the egg or the tambourine anymore. I just dropped it. So, drop that tambourine. It's like, nah, man, those days are over.
So,
and Freddie Walker.
Freddie Walker.
She
You know,
just
I saw
like
the photo.
walked up on the stage.
Freddie Walker, the original Joanne, everybody.
The original Joanne. So at the end, we started singing our homage to Prince.
Oh, nice.
And you know, the words to Purple Rain are just so eerily appropriate right now. Think about it. Sing it to somebody that you love. And
in what way? Explain that.
well, singing it. What's the last verse? I can't even think of it now. You say you want a leader, but you can't seem to make up your mind. I think you better close it and come with me to the Purple Rain.
Oh.
I thought that was very appropriate.
Interesting.
Anyway.
That might be like a campaign song for somebody.
Yeah,
Jackie said, I think I sat beside you on the subway once.
Probably. I love
You're
the subway.
You're a subway girl. You're a real New York girl.
There were years that I didn't ride the subway because I felt like I had a claustrophobic thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How'd you get through that?
I didn't take the subway. And so now silly. I didn't take the subway, but then it feels kind of awesome to take the subway. There's something very spiritual about the subway. I know not everybody agrees. Some people vehemently disagree.
Yeah.
They can't stand the subway. I find it a real sobering is one word, but it's a very interesting experience to be.
Are you like headphones when you're on the subway?
No, man. I like to be present.
The sounds of New York.
You know who you're talking to. Be here now, lady.
Well, then they're asking you, how do you feel about being approached by fans? Like when people like say hi to you and.
I hate people, so I don't like. No, I'm kidding. I love being recognized. I don't like being. Asked silly questions or something, but I mean, I'm a human being. I appreciate being appreciated.
Of course. People love you.
I love people. I really do. I love people.
Frank said, I was blown away by you and the original Rentcast of Natural. Love you, Mama, he said.
I love you too.
That Rentcast, man, that was...
You know who I spoke to this morning?
Who?
Papa Larson, Alan Larson, Jonathan Larson's father.
How is he?
He's well, we're all getting older. That's what happens when we don't die. We get older. And
Those are the choices.
Those are the choices. And he's just my beloved old man.
Yeah. Well, he really was like an adoptive father for you all. Yeah. Yeah, he really was around the whole experience.
Yeah, and he's in California doing well, enjoying the weather, but talking about the Rent 20. There's a Rent 20.
What's Rent 20?
Rent 20 is there's going to be a new national tour.
Oh, right, yeah.
Am I saying something that no one knows?
Are you gonna be Mimi? You're not gonna do Mimi.
Yes, I'm playing Mimi. I'm reprising my role.
I would go.
Because they say I have the best act.
Frank also wants to know if you have any plans to do Wild Things 2.
No, I don't.
Remember the nudity in Wild Things?
You know what?
Crazy.
There was
Not
a Wild
you,
Things 2 already.
But yeah, you're right. It was like a straight to video.
It was something. I don't know, but I saw it on TV and it was like, they didn't even, I wasn't even referenced. So I was like, that.
Remember how good you were in Flawless? Do you remember that?
Oh, how good I was?
Yeah. Robert De Niro, you and Robert De Niro.
I can't tell when I'm good or not. Honestly, I wish I could tell.
I just like to get on camera and remind everybody how good you are. Somebody says, "What's your next project? Do you have anything coming up after Sunday? Anything like in the works, or anything you want to announce yet, or not yet?" You can just say no.
No, I do. I'm going to do a musical with Kiara Hudes.
You are?
Yes, I am. And Erin McKeown.
She's writing a new musical?
Yes.
Oh, cool. When are you going to do that? You're just going to start working on it?
I'm going to start working on it in the fall at La Jolla.
She got me so excited,
I am
Daphne Rubin-Vega.
so excited about that. I haven't sung in 10 years.
Oh my God.
I mean, I have sung in
you do
10 years,
concerts,
but I did. Yeah.
You mean like in a full
I
musical?
haven't. The last musical I did
No,
was...
I know. Skip that. Somebody.
I'm not afraid to say
No,
I
I'm not afraid either because I thought you were
Fontaine.
brilliant as Fontaine. I'm just saying.
And speaking of brilliant Fontaines, I met Lea Salonga last week.
Look at you. I love all the names you're bringing
I
out.
know, I love to drop names. That's what happens also when you get older. You know people. And you feel like you're in a community of people.
I love this. This shows what a great, like, normal New Yorker you are.
Okay.
Ansa said, I ran into you at Bed Bath & Beyond in December. Did you end up buying that R2-D2 humidifier?
No, I didn't. I didn't. It's hilarious.
That might be my favorite Live at 5 question yet.
Hi.
Will wants to know what's your like go-to advice. I'm sure a lot of kids come up to you who want to be performers. They want to end up in the next Rent or whatever. What's your advice when people come up to you? Like, what do you tell people about being a performer in New York stage?
Well, we were just talking about that. If you want to make money, this is not it. I mean, like, if this is like a vocation.
Yeah.
So, it's about like having stamina, confidence, but not like the confidence of believing in yourself, and that also entails knowing our limitations and what we need to learn, having discipline, and there's no wrong way to do it, right? There's no wrong way to learn our craft,
right.
And no Hall of Education is as educational as doing it in like real life. And be a good person, because it will go around.
Be a good person. Be
a good person, and it doesn't help. It only helps. I mean, It doesn't help to not be that.
This is a sequel to the Bed Bath & Beyond question. She now is saying, haha, you were right, the mistletoe candle was the best. I love that you're giving candle advice.
Oh, yeah, I was. Yeah, well, yeah, come on. I do. Did you know I used to make candles before the old light my candle? Like, as a 12-year-old, I used to make candles. Yeah, I was that person.
How do you do that? You just melt down other candles and remake them? I don't know. How do you do that?
Well, yeah, that's if they're all the same color. You get crayons and you buy wax. And then you get beeswax, and then you can get like a tub of sand and punch a hole in it with water and make a shape with little feet. Okay. And then pour the sand in there and put the wick.
Can we make a craft show with you? I would love to. We do like a craft.
I do decoupage like nobody's business.
Oh, I knew that.
For me. I will decoupage your piano. I will.
So anyway, people, Daphne's Dive. We have to let you go.
5 more shows.
You have 5 more shows, guys.
Yeah, I gotta go now.
You gotta go. Do you get sad at the end of a run?
Yeah, sometimes it's like, must finish the show, and like the body just starts to get sick and everything. I refuse to do that, despite the tendinitis. No, I like to end things in a healthy, wonderful
Of course.
mood.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
absolutely.
I will miss those people. They're wonderful, but I'll see them again.
And so it's at the what? It's at the what's that?
Signature.
Yeah, the Pershing, right?
The Pershing Square
on
Signature
42nd
Theater.
Street. If you've never been there, by the way, it's very fancy and pretty.
It's very fancy.
Little cafes
it's
and
where
stuff.
awesome people go to write their next.
Yeah, I know. It's a lot of geniuses sitting around.
Yes, the next oeuvre. There's a lot of oeuvre happening.
Well, thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for looking gorgeous.
It's my pleasure.
And thank you for always being wonderful. And for kissing me. Okay. All right, everybody. Live at 5 will be back. Is it Thursday?
It is.
Yes, it is.
Live at 5 will be back on Monday.
That means it's theater payday.
Oh, it's payday. Go get your check.
Go get your check. Get it deposited.
All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. And thank you, Daphne. And we'll see you on Monday. And look for our Tony special. Check it out. Look on the site and find out when it's playing.
Congratulations,
and have fun at the
everybody.
Tonys. Enjoy the Tonys.
Yes.
All right, cool. Bye.
Bye.